It is Wednesday, May the 6th, 2026. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A wonderfully wet Wednesday here in the city of Toronto. My God, rain, go away. I'm done with it. The April showers were supposed to bring May flowers, but we're in May, so stop it. Jeremy Lambert is here. I don't know if the rain is here for you too.
It was April, May, June,
My favorite.
Remember that? Yeah.
Oh, do I remember
Yeah.
it? One of our best bits we never got.
It's wet here, just not outside.
I knew it. And this is the worst thing. Sometimes when I'm walking back from taking the kid to school, I'm like, it's a W today. So it's a wonderfully, I'm trying to think of the alliteration. And I'm like, if I use wet, I know he's going to do it. And he did it. He did exactly what you did it.
Well, when it happens 5 minutes before the show, I mean, it's kind of just fresh on my mind,
When it rains, it pours. I get it. Suck. If you hear anything in the background of my audio today, it's because I live in a complex that is not old, but is at that point where it needs refurbishing. They're currently refurbishing the hallways. I posted a photo on my Instagram of the hallway on my floor, and they've finally gotten from one building to the next. This is now we're waiting. So they've stripped all of the they stripped everything down, like it's just down to drywall. It's really weird, and cement. So now they're working, and you can hear it in the background, and it sounds like someone making a really weird fart.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
You'll hear it throughout the show. You'll hear like, okay. But it's like sounds like an obnoxious fart.
Okay.
I also tend to mute myself intermittently.
I'll take your word for it. I don't hear anything.
Ryan saying, I think Joel is just farting. No, I know when to mute.
Yeah, that's how you're hiding it.
Yeah, no, I know when to mute for that. Don't worry.
Do you have a cough button? You mute on your cough button. Do you have like a fart button?
It's a mute button. It's whatever cuts the mic off.
Okay, all right.
Don't worry.
I don't know how these things work, man.
You've seen my soundboard. It's literally, and it sits right next to me right here, and I can just toggle off my mute switch as I need to.
All right. Well, I mean, it's been like 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 years since I've seen it. So I don't remember these things, Joel. Go on now.
That's fair. Kate saying Joel is farting. I mean, aren't we all? That's what we do. That's what we do. Laying big old farts is the Monday Night Raw way. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What a couple of days it has been.
I guess. I don't know what's happened in wrestling.
Not much.
Not much. This week.
I mean, there was some stuff on NXT that was okay, and we'll talk about that. And,
Will we?
Probably.
Was there?
I mean, listen, we got upwards of 2 hours to fill, and what else are we going to talk about? Because I mean, we've talked about releases to death at this point, and no one else is left that we are aware of. So, how much more?
Gonna be honest and say, I watched NXT clips. I did not watch the full show. There were 2 playoff games that was of concern for me last night. People bugged me on Twitter at this time, including you, Joel, and I did not respond to any of you idiots.
I don't read your timeline.
That's fine. That's why I didn't reply to you, because I saw it afterwards, and I was like, well, I assume he figured it out of what the thumbnail was going to be, because I did not check it until like midnight when the games were over.
I was well asleep by then.
Yeah. Again, I figured you'd figured it out by then, because you messaged me at 8:30 in the middle of the games. And I'm not reading my messages.
Middle? That was the beginning of the games.
That's still the middle. That's still the games. The games were on. That's what matters. I put out there at like 7 o'clock, maybe around a little before that, do not bug me for the next 4 hours. Yeah. And then people bugged me in those 4 hours.
Well, maybe you shouldn't tell people, because then they'll just follow up with it.
Well, and then they can't be surprised if they get ignored. So I ignored everyone who bugged me in those 4 hours.
Well, I mean, I didn't get annoyed that you didn't reply. I just kind of
No, that's
figured.
fine. You don't have to get annoyed that I didn't reply. I'm just explaining why I did not reply. Is
I get it.
don't bug me when the games are on. Everyone knows this.
Well, you guys did well. Your teams did well last night.
Allegedly.
They won. That's good enough.
Allegedly.
Did my Ducks win?
No, they lost game 1. Game 2's tonight.
That's tonight. Okay, I knew that they lost game 1. I did see the clips from that. And of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs pick up the first draft pick.
Yeah, that was always going to be rigged for them.
No one was surprised for that one.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was always going to be rigged for them.
Fine, whatever. San Jose gets second. Vancouver picks third. Should have been Vancouver picking first. They sucked even more. They don't.
They did, but it doesn't really matter.
I know. It's about who wins the most for your company.
Yeah, the team that like is the worst and always has the best odds like never wins the lottery. I don't remember the last time a team that actually had the best odds won the lottery. I'll always remember when the Avs had like the worst record in modern day history. Like legitimately the worst record in modern day, like the least amount of points total in modern day history. And we fell 4th in the lottery. I was like, man, we just had the worst season since like they switched the format and we got the 4th overall pick. Now, that 4th overall pick was Cale Makar, so kind of worked out, but it was still at the time, like I know Cale Makar was going to be Cale Makar. It was like, great. I just went through this bullshit season just to get the 4th overall pick. Like, when was the last time? I'm sure somebody knows off the top of their head more than I do, but like, when was the last time that like the team with the actual worst record got the number 1 overall pick? The Sharks and the Rangers did not have the worst records this past season. The Canucks did. The Canucks were by far the worst team.
Yeah, the Canucks, I think, were basement in the West, and the Leafs were basement in the East.
Yeah, the Sharks were battling for a wild card spot until like the final week and a half or so. So they definitely weren't the worst record. The Rangers weren't good, but I don't think they were the worst. I know for a fact that the Canucks were like 10 points worse than the next worst team.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the Crosby year.
The Crosby year was a random year because there was the lockout. So like everyone had like semi-equal odds. That was a very strange thing that he, of course, still ended up in Pittsburgh. But yeah, that was a strange thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what about the Caps the year before? Were the Caps basement dwellers in the
I don't remember.
In the East?
Before the Ovechkin year?
Yeah, they got Ovechkin in 04.
I don't know. Joel, come on now. I literally can't remember what happened a day ago.
Let's
22 years ago.
2003, 2004 Washington Capitals. We're gonna see how their season was. I'm
just gonna Google this. The last time the NHL team with the worst regular season record won the draft lottery was 2021. So it hasn't been like that long, but it's also been, it's been a little while. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Buffalo, got the first overall pick.
And who did they pick? Was that Eichel?
No, that was Owen Power.
Owen Power. Okay. Wow, what happened to him?
He's still in Buffalo. He didn't play. No, where is Owen Power?
He's still with the.
No, he got traded. He was part of the what? Go ahead.
He's still with the Sabres.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't play in one of the games. I forgot which game. Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm thinking of somebody. They're missing someone important, and I can't think of who it is because my memory. But yeah. Power's still there apparently.
All right, there you go. This just gives you an idea of how plugged in I've been to hockey. Beyond watching.
Yeah, I'm not good with like the draft stuff, and I mean my memory sucks anyway. But I can tell you what's going on more or less, at least with my team. The rest of the league I don't follow quite as closely until the playoffs. Then I'm a little tuned in to it. I know Flyers have been The Flyers are missing somebody. Who are the Flyers missing? There's a Flyers fan. Zeno Hour's a Flyers fan. Who are the Tippett? They're missing Owen Tippett. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Owen wise. They might be missing Owen Tippett. So I think that's where I got confused. Owen Power and Owen Tippett.
Yeah, Tippett's out for game 2. So there you go.
Yeah, game 2 already happened.
Yeah, he was. I said he was out for game 2.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, he missed game 1 and 2. That's what I was thinking of. That's I got my Owens confused on that. So that's my fault. But I was at least on the right track. I kind of knew what I was talking about there. Yeah, Buffalo and Montreal starts tonight. I'm pretty excited for that series. That should be a really fun series.
Yeah, Ryan Lambert sent a super chat saying he'll be in Montreal for the Habs game on Sunday. Have fun.
Nice.
That
building's nuts.
Yeah, it is. My favorite place in that arena, and I've said it before, is actually the media box. I've talked about the gondola. Do you remember what I said about the gondola, where it is?
I don't remember anything you say, so.
Fair. That's fair. If you go up to the very, very top of the arena, the gondola for the media is actually overhanging above the arena. So you're sitting up there and you're hanging over the rink. You're getting a bird's eye top-down view of the arena versus other press boxes, which are normally off to the, like recessed into the seating. So it's a little different in the Bell Center. It's really cool, but have fun, Ryan. It's a great atmosphere for hockey. It's a great place to watch a game. The arena is also just really nice. I've enjoyed every time I've gone to the Bell Center. If you have the opportunity, and I don't know if you're one of these people who likes to go on arena tours, if you can, take an arena tour because they do show you a lot of cool stuff, but because it's playoffs and the Habs, they might not do as much. So it's up to you. But every time I've done the tour, I've really enjoyed it. There's something cool. Enjoy the game, though. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that should be. So I assume that's game 3, Ryan? That would have to be game 3 because game 1's tonight. I assume game 2 is Friday and game 3 would be Sunday. I can't imagine they're doing days off because this is already a late starting series anyway because game 1's only tonight and every other series is at game 2 because game 2 between Ducks and Knights is tonight as well. So yeah, it's got to be game 3.
Yeah, he says game 3.
Yeah.
Also Mother's Day. It will be
Mother's Day. Yeah, Mother's Day is on Sunday as well. Yeah, I have no idea what we're doing for Mother's Day. I already got my lovely wife a gift though, and I don't know, got to eat or something. Oh, Ted Turner's dead.
I mean, Wait, hold on. Did Effie announce it? Because I'm only believing it if Effie announces it. CNN. I don't know if I trust CNN on this. 87 years old.
I mean, I would kind of trust CNN, but
nah. You can't trust that legacy media anymore. You trust Effie for this stuff. Did you see what happened yesterday with Effie?
Yeah, didn't he say Rudy Giuliani died or something?
He tweeted out Rudy Giuliani's dead, and then he got community noted, and he's like, "No, I know the nurse. He's dead." And I'm like, I want to believe Effie so bad.
I saw it. Like he got like 10,000 likes on that thing too. Like that thing blew up.
Amazing. People saying Ted Turner was alive. Yeah, he was alive. We had a Fightful Select report on Ted Turner last year, I think, about like his whereabouts, and he had been dealing with the disease. I can't remember what it was, but like he had been basically just a hermit. He hadn't been seen in public eye in years.
Yeah. I knew he was still alive just because I follow that kind of stuff. But yeah, he'd been kind of, as you mentioned, out of the public eye for a while. So I can kind of understand why people might not thought that he was alive anymore. But yeah, that's still pretty surprising. I imagine AEW does like some type of graphic for Ted Turner tonight on the show,
on
considering what
they're on TBS, so I figured that they would.
Yeah, Shivani will probably say something much like he did when Hogan passed away as well, since I mean Shivani would obviously have known him the closest. I don't think there's anybody else there who, and JR's not there every week. But yeah, it would have to be Shivani. Shivani worked with him for the longest time. So yeah, they'll probably have Shivani mention something.
Yeah. Just before his 80th birthday in 2018, this is from the CNN article, Turner revealed that he had Lewy body dementia. This is the progressive brain disorder that we were just talking about. And in early 25, Turner was hospitalized with a mild case of pneumonia, and he recovered. So there you go. 5 kids, 14 grandchildren, 2 great grandchildren. The man who
everybody be fucking in that family. I respect it.
Hey, you know what? Years of fucking. Hey, listen, WCW. That's all you got to say. The funeral better be on a Saturday at 6:05. Could you imagine if Ted Turner actually liked wrestling? Could you imagine?
I mean, he did like wrestling, though.
That's true, because he told Vince, "I'm in the wrestling business," and Vince is like, "I'm not. I'm in the movie business or something." Vince very famously replied something different that was like, "Not in the wrestling business."
I mean, he did like wrestling. Look, I don't know Ted Turner. I know he did a lot of things as far when it comes to like the media landscape and stuff that are still impactful today. But as far as wrestling, I mean, we got to give him credit for kind of the WCW boom there. He was the one who took it from sort of regional Crockett promotion type of stuff and said, all right, yeah, we'll give you primetime television on Monday nights and we'll go up against WWE. Like, that was, according to most people, his call on things. And it seemed like it may have petered out sooner, because I don't know how much money it was making, if it wasn't for Turner continuing to throw his money behind everything, because he did support it so much. I mean, look, there's a lot of stories about the death of WCW and who's to blame and stuff. One kind of common factor, though, is if Turner was still involved and had much of that care into it, he would have just kept it going forever.
Yeah, but he didn't. And I'm sure there's going to be several books rewritten to denote the death of Ted Turner and how the death of Ted Turner led to the death of WCW.
I mean, by wrestling fans maybe, but like,
well, yes,
wrestling was such a small part overall of Turner's contributions in the grand scheme of things that, like, most of the stuff you read about Turner, honestly, like, wrestling is, again, just, it's a paragraph. That's it. It's a paragraph.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure other people who were involved in WCW will have what to say about their Ted Turner experience. I'm sure Eric Bischoff has a 4-hour podcast to do about his time.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
I don't even mean that in a bad way. It's just like, listen, you said it and I agree that, you know, the best wrestling podcast with these people who have been involved in wrestling is when they talk about their time in the business, doing things in the moment, and not the now stuff. And Eric has stories.
Yeah. That's the stuff I want to hear about, though. Like, I want to hear about everything that he dealt with when it came to Ted Turner. I want to hear those stories. As I always say, I do not care about your thoughts on the current product. None of that doesn't interest me. It gets headlines, for better or for worse. It gets headlines, but I want to hear these stories that you have, because they got so many stories, and Bischoff's dealings with Turner, probably some big stories.
Well, you know what this means? It means that tonight, Kevin Knight needs to beat Darby Allin, because TNT should be on top for one night only. He should win the AEW World Title.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Just switch it back later on in Collision that night. Can you hear that? Can you hear the
No.
No? Okay, I can hear it.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's closer to you, so I would think you could hear it.
Fair. No. You just turn up the gain and y'all can hear it, but it's fine.
I don't want to hear it.
Fair. I mean, you're wearing headphones and I'm wearing in-ears, so I guess whatever. It doesn't matter. If you guys can't hear it, then that's all that matters. Should be, there you go. New champ, Kevin Knight. Just to say thank you, Ted Turner, for all of your wrestling love over the years.
I don't think that Kevin Knight's going to win.
Wow. Ye of little faith.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I got it. We'll talk about Dynamite a little later. They've got 4 matches and 3 hours to fill. So I'm sure by 2:00 we'll be getting a whole whack of stuff added to the card, right? I assume. 3-hour show tonight.
Yeah.
Should have moved the national championship to this show, and then made Fairway to Hell a I don't know, a mystery vortex style show. You don't know who'll show up.
I mean, they would have announced something for it. They got to sell tickets,
No, they're fine. They just make it like Golfing with the Stars night. Every single wrestler who comes out of Fairway to Hell needs to come out in a golfing gimmick. They bring back Chavo Guerrero for one night.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Kerwin White.
I don't know about if we need to go that far, but I'm okay with like they got like caddies and everything. MJF should just come out as Sandler's kid. He just plays that role and he pretends like MJF like doesn't exist. He's just fully in character. It'd be cool if they could get the other. It'd be cool if they could get Sandler. Be cool if they get Eminem, even though he died in the film. Spoiler, because of MJF's or because of Sandler's kids. Yeah, you should just do that with the whole thing. But yeah, I'm fine with the full on golf concept with this. Everybody uses a pitching wedge to beat each other up and stuff. 9 irons.
Every match is determined by who can sink a putt. It's a 3 count, and then you have to sink a 10-footer.
They should do some type of like gimmicky mini golf thing,
It's the Death Riders versus the Ops in a 9 holes of hell match. If we
don't get like the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy like playing mini golf, what are we doing?
That's true. I would love to see that. It's Ricochet versus Chris Jericho in a Golfer's Delight match.
Oh, God.
They got to blow off that feud eventually.
Oh, then Jericho's going to get beat up because that's what he does.
That is true. There's an ROH pay-per-view next week.
Really?
Yeah, Supercard is on the 15th.
That sounds bad.
They've got so many matches announced and nobody's paying attention. It's okay. Our boy's going to win the world title.
I hope so, but I don't feel like they're ever going to take the title off Bandito and Athena. It's like they're just literally forever champions.
Just make the belts with their faces on it like Athena did.
Yeah.
The Bandito belt is just a cast of his face with the thing on.
Yeah.
I love that. Anyway, that's next week's problem. Talking about Supercard. Maybe Kimmy will join us for that one so that she can run down the show that we're watching.
Can we even know what's on the show?
I mean, she texted us when the things were announced. ROH does not exist. ROH is Ring of Hallucinations. We've already established this. Supercard of Hallucinations. Could you imagine?
We had a giant Ring of Hallucinations conversation yesterday.
Did we?
Yeah. Me and you can't have that same conversation that me and SP3 had.
Oh, you guys talked about the Black family, didn't you?
Yeah, way more than that. Way more than that. We went off the rails yesterday.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I can't even clip it. Like I don't. It lives on that show that we did yesterday. That's the only way to enjoy or see that conversation.
Yes. You know what? Let's because we're so many minutes in. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you haven't already. Welcome to the show. This is what we do. It's what we do. 2 hours plus sometimes every day, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, talking about God knows what. And sometimes it's wrestling related, not wrestling, some sports, who knows. Myself, Jeremy Lambert, SB3, some sort of conglomeration of us talking about this. And this is our morning show. So enjoy it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're here all the time, and it's not just us. You got Steven Jensen and Jeremy Lambert on Thursdays. You've got Coexisting with Rob and Maggie on Fridays, or another day if they tell you, but you can check their socials for that. And of course, Coast to Coast with JPJ and Auntie Collins. They're usually on Sundays, so check them out. And while you're at it, you can donate to Super Chat. Any amount, get your question or statement read on the air. Much like Ryan's earlier, we also got one from Valab saying it's wet both inside and outside. My fever is breaking into the sweats and it's raining.
Oh, I hope you feel better, Valab.
That's a bar. Isn't that's got to be, is that not a lyric? My fever is breaking into the sweats and it's raining?
I feel like he's saying he's
sick. I
hope
he's okay. I hope he's not sick, but like...
Is it I don't know, Google the lyric.
All right. Now we got to
see
do
if it's
extra work. Fever is breaking into the sweats and it's raining. Let's see. Nope, it's not. Well, congratulations. You have written a bar, my friend. I like it.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, pal. Hope you're feeling better though, because clearly this is more than just it's not just a bar. You clearly have some fever issues. I hope you're doing okay.
I mean, I guess it was good enough to where you thought it was a lyric. So
I mean, I thought it was pretty good, didn't you?
I just thought he was saying he was sick.
Well, clearly this isn't working. Oh man. Anyway, what else? What were we just talking about? Oh, right, what you were talking about yesterday. You guys, you did your Raw conversation.
Yeah. Obviously. Do you want to add anything?
I mean, I just want to double down on what I said when I popped in a couple of weeks ago with the Joe Hendry concert. I mean, one week is fun. Now it's becoming now they're going to show you that they're going to play in your face with it. And for anyone who was commenting on it, people were in the comments from the cutaway video just being like, "Yeah, when you saying your vagina?" And I was like, well, first of all, you're hidden from this channel now because you're being a dick. Here's by the way, I know you guys know
Microb.
What?
Microb.
I know you guys know this if you're watching us live. And this probably won't even make another video, but let's just say it. If you attack the people, you get banned. If you attack the comments, that's okay. You can disagree with the take, but when you start saying stupid shit and making fun of the hosts, that's a personal attack, and there's no reason for that. That's just low-hanging garbage. So I just block you from the channel. Now you know.
What was the attack? That you have sand in your vagina?
Yeah, and also if you're just going to be a misogynist piece of shit, I'm also going to block you. There's just no reason for that.
Okay.
And then
I don't read the comments.
At that point, I have to moderate the comments because otherwise shit can go out of hand. So some things I'll just be like, we're putting the kibosh on this. Anyway, there were people who came into the first one just being like, oh, it's just a joke, take a joke, da da da. And I was like, I get it. Once can be a joke. That's fine. In the moment when I was watching it, I'm like, they're not going to treat this as a joke, because if there's one thing that WWE loves to do, capital LOVES, is running a joke into the ground. Man, comma, gingerbread, for example.
Don't tell me.
Exactly. Running into the ground. King Potate just try to reset your browser. And this, this was just another proof of this. They did another, Joe Hendry has to sing the song again, and then Logan Paul has to be like, no, TKO can't fire me because I make them so much money. It's like, you can stop being a little shit about this. It was dumb. It was dumb to do it again. 1 week was enough. To double down and sing the same song is silly. Also, one more thing. You ever watched Hugh Laurie, the guy who played House? Yeah. He was a very funny comedian in his own right. Before he was doing the before he was doing the House thing, and he was an actual comedian. He once did a song that was All We Gotta Do, and it was a parody of a song. It was a parody of a protest song, and the chords from that and some of the lyrics that Joe sang for the apology portion of the song were one and the same. And I was like, is he trying to rip off Hugh Laurie? And then he didn't. And I was like, all right, fine. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Joe. But your countrymen, I just broke my pen. Give you the benefit of the
Sharpie.
It's a Sharpie. It's a Sharpie pen. Okay. But either way, Joe, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. You did not rip off Hugh Laurie. Great song, though. Go check out All We Gotta Do. It's a bit from a show. He would do it multiple times. So there you go. Joe Hendry. Stupid. Don't do that. Stop singing. Joe Hendry is fine.
What do you mean stop singing? That's what he does.
Stop singing.
He's not going to stop singing.
I have never seen him in his gear play a song on guitar before.
Well, there you go. They did something new.
No, that was dumb. It did not.
You're such a Joe Hendry hater.
I'm really not.
I
just think the time has come and gone on
the poll question for today. This is not going to be the poll question, but it is now.
What was going to be the poll question? Is this like
It was
Raw where they didn't
what?
have the main, is this like an episode of Raw where they didn't have the main event and then suddenly in the first segment someone called somebody out and Adam Pearce had a match?
No, I actually did have a poll question for today. It was gonna be a pretty straightforward poll question of do you like the name Naroku? What is it? Nakaru? Nakara?
Acura.
Nakaru. Nakaru?
Zelina Vega's favorite wrestler?
I'm obsessed with him.
Yusha Nachos. Naraku. Different from Naraku.
Naraku. That was gonna be the whole question. Do you like that name? That's all. That was pretty simple. But now we're going. Does Joel hate Joe Hendry? And the answer is fire Joel.
Yo.
And there's a time for concerts. You can take your guess as to what yes and what no is.
Seems a little empty-handed. Does Joe Hendry wrestle? Yes, he does. He wrestled on the Raw episode.
No, he didn't.
Did he not have his gear? Oh, yes.
No.
He did. He wrestled everybody's favorite new bald guy.
No, he
One
didn't.
of the tag team champions.
No, he definitely didn't.
You people. Can't believe this.
No, I don't watch anime. No, this is very much confirmed that I watched Attack on Titan, like the first season of that on Netflix. It was fine. I don't have any further comment on it. Like it seemed like a good show. It's like that stuff's not for me. It's not. I respect everybody who likes that stuff, and I know like people are like super into it, but it's not something I'm into. But shout out to all of you who are. But no, I don't watch it.
Yeah, I was never super into anime. I liked obviously Pokemon because I was a kid when it came out. But
did you ever get Shoe?
Shoe?
Yeah.
No, but I just got an email from the shoe company.
Oh, okay.
Because I just bought new shoes and they want my feedback. No, what was Shoe?
Shoe, the Pokemon.
Oh no, which one was that? Was
the Shoe?
Was that the glitch Pokemon?
No, it's a shoe.
It's a shoe.
Yeah.
This is a South Park reference?
I don't know. Is it?
Is this a Shinjokumon? Yeah, it's your Pokemon.
What about Roostor? That episode was on the other day. Oh, hilarious. You Americans so big penis. We Japanese so tiny penis.
I remember that. Oh God. Anyway. It was, yeah, you see, it was fine. Just like Omega Osprey. It was fine. Remember the one time I mentioned it was fine and it brought out the worst side of SP3? It was Double or Nothing. This was this time last year.
Yeah.
Was it Anarchy in the Arena? Or was it
I don't remember.
I don't think it was the Forbidden Door match, but it was one of those moments where it was just like you just hate it. You Americans have a big penis. Oh yeah. Vala, Let's Fighting Love was fun with weapons.
Yeah. Let's Fighting Love was fun with weapons. I love the Chim Pokemon episode where they show him the new toys to get into, and Alabama man, and he just bowls, drinks his beer, and beats his wife. He's Alabama man.
That's a little too close to honest.
And wacky, the wacky wheel gimmick that runs into the bus and explodes.
Oh God! Don't bother. You're wasting your time. You can
recommend it, but it's not for us because I'm not going to watch it. So yeah. you can recommend it. That's completely fine. But I'm not gonna watch it. So
yeah, me neither. Sorry, folks. it's just not happening. Oh man, you wanna hop in NXT real quick?
Sure, I did not watch this show.
I know you said you watched the clips. Did you see the Emily Agard and Keanu Carver segment?
No.
So this was actually really good, and I do think you should go
Okay.
back and watch it. Mostly because Keanu Carver was like the most real wrestler ever to show up in NXT. Because so Emily is the new broadcaster. She's actually from Sportsnet here in Canada. I met her a handful of times. She's very sweet, at least in our interactions. And she got hired by WWE this week, and she started this week on NXT. So they put the setup for her was she's walking through like a field outside, like a down a dirt road, and she's like, I was asked to go speak to Keanu Carver. He wanted to speak off site, blah blah blah. And she approaches him, and he's like upset that she showed up to talk to him because he's like, I don't care. I don't give a shit about, popping numbers. I'm not here for social engagement. And his whole thing was like, I just want to be the best wrestler because I want to make money and I got to support my family. I have people that I need to support. I got people that rely on me. And if I don't do this, well, then I'm good at other stuff and I'll get another job and I'll tell Shawn Michaels to take this one and shove it. So Keanu Carver is just like, I'm here to get paid. That's it. I don't care about gimmicks. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about, he basically is like, I don't care about being NXT. He just wants to make money. And somewhere Roman Reigns' ears popped up and he's just like, I like this kid. Because this guy was perfect. And Emily's just standing there awkwardly. And then finally she's like, I just have a question. How did you know the Japanese sign for battle when the box was presented to Tony D'Angelo? And I'm like, that's the question? Not which family do you have to support? Nothing insightful. Just how do you know Japanese? And he's like, I didn't always go to class, but when I did, I listened. I'm like, all right, you're trying something, but it was just very funny that is the follow-up question. Otherwise, a very good segment for Keanu Carver, just being like, this is the dude you need to put your focus on. Because he's like, I don't give a shit. I just want money and I want to win. That's it.
I can respect that.
Yes.
All right, I'll go back and watch this segment. No, I watched the wrestling matches on the wrestling show as much as I hate wrestling.
Don't do that.
That's what I tuned in to see. I guess that's my fault.
Yeah, especially NXT. I don't know why you'd bother. All the best shit happens off to the side.
That's actually very true.
They brought out
very true.
Michaela Lockwood. What's her? Is it Michaela? We keep messing up the name.
The Kyla
Bailey Humphries. Is it? I don't remember. The former Bailey Humphries.
Yeah.
Now she's got a proper NXT name. But anyway, she comes out and she helps the Vanity Project in the match against Jasper Troy. She body slammed
Micah
Lockwood. Thank you.
No L. Yeah.
She body slams. Thank you. Body slams Jasper Troy to the floor. I thought that was hilarious. It was just like, what are you doing to Jasper Troy? Why are you making him into this? But Micah looked great, and this Vanity Project thing with her is actually a funny and perfect fit.
They should put all the titles on her. She's a beast.
She's a beast. It's true. It's amazing.
I like when they don't do a ton of like male female interactions, like physicality like that, but it's fun when they do it. And her just showing up and body slamming him. Who like Rhea body slammed like Gallows or Anderson years ago, right? That was a thing. I feel like someone slammed Otis, but I could be misremembering on that. Someone with a better memory will probably be able to tell me.
For the longest time, it used to be Randy could do stuff with the women.
I mean, that was a short, brief period in time, but sure.
Was it Lash slammed Otis?
Yeah. Lash sounds right. Yeah. That was pretty beast. Let's say I knew somebody. My memory didn't quite fail me. And Rhea slammed. I think it was one of the good. I assumed it was Gallows because that's more impressive than slamming Anderson. But yeah. So when they do that stuff, like it's very cool, and it shows like they're probably high on that person as well, because like they ain't giving that spot to just people they to like nobody's on that. So I was impressed with her, and they should put all the titles on her.
Not against it. I don't know. I just don't know what her feud is going to look like outside of working with
It's gonna
Vanity
be
Fair.
beating the shit out of people.
What
That's what
that?
it's gonna be.
I'm wondering more how they're going to merge her into traffic with the women, or maybe they don't.
She
Maybe
doesn't. She wrecks all of them. She didn't merge into shit. She just cuts them all off. Starts a 42 car pileup behind her. Like, good luck, bitches. That's what you do with her.
I'm not against this. I'm just looking at the rest of the women's division. Her ragdolling Tatum Paxley would actually be
Yeah.
very all right, I'm in it. She beats up Shiloh Hill. That's it. Make a new belt for her. No, they got enough belts. It's fine. She could just
Nah,
take
they don't need to
bullets.
do a new belt.
She just needs to go like this, and people will be like, "It's yours, it's yours, it's yours." Just give them a
Yeah,
little.
she just fucking wrecks people. That's all. That's all you got to do.
It's a great pairing. Doing her with the Vanity Project, like it's so tropey in that it's like the unconventionally attractive woman is with the super conceited, frat boys, and one of them thinks that she's like the hottest thing. It's like it's fine. It could go one of two ways. They actually like her and they actually keep her around, or they're just using her because she's big, brawny, and can beat the shit out of everyone. At which point she gets her comeuppance and becomes a huge baby face, and Vanity Project look like idiots. And I hope they don't go that way. I'd rather they just like actually want her there and she stays as like a I don't know if she becomes a heel. Honestly, she's more of a babyface character. That's the problem.
Well, then they would go the latter way because
They would
if
go
she's
the
a
latter
heel, she stays with Vanity Project.
That's kind of my point. It's like I really don't want this to be the latter. I'd rather they find a different way to tell the story where it's not about the we're using you and you're actually ugly, lol. Like we did that with Nia Jackson and Alexa Bliss, and that was a whole shit show of itself. We gotta do something different now.
Yeah, we don't need to do any type of like look
It's
shaming
mean.
or
It's
anything
mean.
like that. Yeah, it's. I think it feels like we've evolved past that, but we probably haven't in wrestling. So
Not at all.
probably giving too much credit there.
Seven,
What's up?
7 stories.
Yeah. So like there's other ways to do it. It doesn't even have to be it doesn't even have to be like an outright reference. It can just be, we were impressed by you and we needed someone to kind of take the place of Blake, but you're not Vanity Project material type of thing. It's like, all right, you get the subtext there. It doesn't have to be like outright like calling her ugly or anything like that because she's not. So it doesn't need to be anything like that. It can just be, yeah, you're not Vanity Project material. That could mean anything. Yeah, people who may understand, but it doesn't like outright, just put her down in that way. These are the self-conceited jerks though. Like who is Vanity Project material? You know what I mean? Like they're only looking at what they consider the top tier of the top tier. Yeah, there's ways to do it without like being so blatant about it. But WWE loves blatant.
Do they ever? That's right. Labglass telling me it's China and DX. Sean does the storylines in NXT. Okay, there you go. Makes sense. Trying to turn her into China, and the Vanity Project are DX boys.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I didn't know if you were processing that or not. We'll see where they go, but yeah, Jada Parker loses again, as we talked about. It's kind of something I said. She's gonna lose her way out. I don't know what the deal is with Jada anymore. People like her, and they just keep beating her for every big match. It's funny in a way.
I just think she's been surpassed. Like,
Time to
I
just
think
move her
that's
up and
it.
sink or swim. Do you just move her up?
I don't know if there's a spot to like move her up. Like, where's she gonna fit? Yeah.
Are they gonna? I mean, Natty then showed up later on and confronted Jada when she was having a meltdown, and now is Natty gonna do the same thing she did for Maxine? But this time Jada actually wins. Like, what's the? Well, I guess Maxine won once too, but like, what's the? What is it?
They just use Natty of like, here, just do something, and we're gonna pretend like it's important and going somewhere, but it's not. That's it.
And like I see people in the chat saying like that Jada Parker can talk them back in. Like it's fine, but you can only do that so often. You really can't always talk them back in if you're always losing in the end. Eventually something does have to change. Like Drew McIntyre, for example. He had to win the WWE championship eventually because you couldn't keep having him lose to Cody every single time and not do something in the end with him. Otherwise you're just further burying him down the card. Instead, it was, he won one. And people were like, okay, now Drew's not so bad. He had the title for a little bit and blah, blah, blah. Feel how you will. But yeah, with Jada, they got to do something if they're actually serious about having her be a center point or a centerpiece to the NXT division.
Yeah, I just don't. I guess Jada has the crowd, but it feels like she's just been surpassed and on that roster. I think she can get them back. And then main roster, again, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of room on SmackDown, honestly. Like, there's definitely room on SmackDown because they need all the help they can get. But she has, like, that crowd. I don't know if she would have, like, a bigger crowd. Like, there's some, like a guy like Trick, you could clearly tell was going to translate. I don't know if Jada's going to translate in that way. I don't. I could be completely wrong. I'm not sure I quite see it.
There's a swagger about her that people like, and her entrance is. This is the one thing to me with her. The entrance is always the same. It's just like Nikita Lyons when she was like counting the steps, I would say, where she was doing her entrance and it was always the same and nothing changed. It's the same with Jada, where you always see her do the same things every single time. And I get that that's part of the WWE way, but there's a way to do it seamlessly where you don't look like you're counting the steps or it's not, it feels robotic with her. I'm sure there's a space for her, but I don't know. Again, if you're going to have her lose every feud she talks herself into, then you're not giving her much to work with.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if she continues to lose, it's tough to continue to get behind her. But she's a good talker, and she does have the crowd on her side and stuff. She just, like, there's other people on that roster that just feel like they are ahead. Like, I think Kalani should have been on main roster a while ago. Like, she would do. Yeah, like, she's kind of done everything she needs to do in NXT. Like, she should probably be called up at this point.
Do you think that her blow off will be against Lizzie? Not Lizzie. Sorry, I was reading Lizzie right. I meant not Lizzie. Oh my God. What's her name? Lola Vice.
Oh,
Lizzie, Lola, because they're clearly going to a Lola match eventually. Do they do it as a blow off match at either Great American Bash or do it all the way out to Heatwave?
For who, Kalani or
Kalani, and then potentially move her up to Raw or SmackDown?
Maybe. I hope so. I assume it'd be SmackDown because that's where Carmelo is. I hope so. She's kind of done everything in NXT. She should probably be moved at this point. So I hope she ends up on the main roster. Yeah, like Kendall Gray's surpassed Jada at this point. Obviously, Lola's the champion. Izzy, Tatum, I think they've all kind of surpassed her. Yeah, there's a spot for her. I don't know where they see her is the thing. And it's kind of like the same thing. Like he's the champion, but like Tony D'Angelo's just been there for 4 years at this point. And obviously there's a spot for Tony D'Angelo, but like, is there going to be progression up with him? And I don't know. I don't know if he's just a guy who just remains in NXT and does things and like that's fine, or if there is an actual, because it feels like he's sort of taking a step back in some ways. And now you got all this new talent coming in, and like they're gonna be featured more and more. And then once Tony like loses the title, does he move up then, or does he just like continue to just hang around in NXT. At least Jada has like titles to win and stuff because she hasn't done any of that. It's just tough to the people, and I don't think Jada's been there as long as like Tony D'Angelo has been there. But it's tough for people that have like been there for 3 years now, to where you're like, okay, what, you've been there for 3 years. What are we doing at this point? At some point, you gotta move up.
It's funny with Tony D because he was out for so long, came back with this new look. I can't even call it a new gimmick. I mean, I guess it is, but now they're trying to make him a little bit more aggressive, right? He opens up NXT going and attacking Tavian, or not Tavian, the other guy. Anyway, he opens up NXT beating up somebody, and like you can get away with that. And hold on, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, he attacked Tavian Heights.
He attacked Tavian, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not crazy because he's got like 50 people going after him. But at least with this particular new version of Tony D, you can flesh it out. You can continue to work with it. Does it have super legs? You don't find out until you tell that story in NXT. But again, the mob character may have actually gone over better on main roster because you can tell more silly WWE stories. So which works? What's better? Or maybe is this just like a blip in the road and then he loses the title and he goes back to being a mobster when he goes up? Because they just need to bring back the mobster gimmick for him.
I mean, I think that will work fine on the main roster. Look, what legs does it have? No idea, but that's someone you can just do shit with. Yeah. And they love people who you could just do shit with.
So, like, someone in the chat saying Danhausen joins the mob, and I'm like, I was going to say the first person he's going to interact with is Danhausen, and it's going to be hilarious.
I mean, you can just do shit with people like that. Like those types of gimmicks, they love their little 2-minute vignettes or less than. And when you got a pretty well-defined character gimmick like that, it's easy to do. This is why Kit Wilson works. Like, what? He has toxic masculinity. Okay, what's that? Well, you're toxic. Okay, you just go around calling everybody toxic, and it works because it's very to the point and very defined, and you move forward with it. So that's why Kit Wilson continues to work. Like, the people who have latched on to something like that, are they ever going to be world champions? Probably not. But are they going to continue to get television time? Yeah.
Honestly, that's all you need to work towards, is being used. In what capacity? That's entirely up to the booking. But if you're on TV and you are getting TV time, then clearly you have played a point. You've played a role, and you're fitting whatever needs to be fit for now.
You're better off having what might be a silly gimmick than just being kind of generic wrestler A, unless you are like sort of top tier kind of guy, and there aren't too many top tier kind of guy. Like you know who those people are pretty quickly when they get up to the main roster. But I'll use an example of like Apollo Crews. Nothing wrong with Apollo Crews. He's very good. But he just came up to the main roster, and then he was just like the smiling dude, and there was nothing definitive about him. Like, sadly, the most Apollo Crews got was when he was doing the Nigerian gimmick, because it was like, oh, you have a silly gimmick now we're gonna use you. Like, I'm not saying this is good, but this is the WWE world that we live in, is you are better off with a silly gimmick than just being good wrestler A, because good wrestler A don't get you but so far.
You know what? I just had an idea for old Apollo Crews. So it's the next Ring of Honor big event, okay, in September, because I guess Supercard's too close because he's got the 90 days. Out comes Bishop Dyer first. He's got a match. He's got an open challenge match. He says, I can beat anyone on this Ring of Honor roster. I'm the man. Da, 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 da. Out comes Apollo Crews. And he's like, I come back to Ring of Honor. And he beats Bishop Dyer. And he's gone back to Ring of Honor. just like Baron Corbin wanted him to.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I get what you're going for there. Yeah.
Can we pitch this to Bishop when he's on the show? Can we
Probably.
Can we get this going? When Tony's on the show, can we pitch this to Tony? Can we make this a thing? I think we can. If it's death
Tony's
before
never joining us after yesterday.
Oh no, was it? Oh dear. Too many family values conversations.
He's never joining us after yesterday. Yeah.
Someone's saying I stopped listening because you said Corbin. Tom Pestic is a great person.
Yeah,
he's a fantastic interview. How dare you? Yes. Well, we'll see where some of these people wind up, but that's what I want. I want him to come back to Ring of Honor, place he never left. Anyway, later on in the night, Zarya comes out, Tatum Paxley comes out, Lizzie Rain comes out, Nikita Lyons comes out. There's a 4-way in the brewing between these women for the North American Women's title. Hooray! I guess there's 5 of them, so I guess there's a 5-way. Add Kalani Jordan and make it a 6-way ladder match.
Don't do that. No.
I mean, it's about time, isn't it?
No.
So it's just a 5-way?
Yeah. I mean, you could still technically do a ladder match, but...
The parade of challengers. Starting with Zarya. She's not even the champion. What was going on? Anyway.
I mean, she's the big bad because she took out Soul.
I guess. I mean, Soul took herself out on Monday, but that's a whole other conversation. She'll want to get that one back. Mixed tag. The only thing I have to say about the mixed tag with Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana against Nico Vance, and it is what it is, Izzy Dame, is that Izzy Dame's pants had fuzzy, like furry stuff all over it, and it was all over the ring by the end of the match. She just molted all over the ring. I don't know if you saw it, but like a quarter of the ring was just full of black fuzzies. It was very funny.
I didn't notice that. I'll take your word for it.
You should probably take my word for it. Otherwise, the match is fine. Another WWE champion gets pinned, as they do.
Yeah, they do this every week. Like,
yes.
Like every show at this point. Penta just got pinned.
I was going to say, Penta got pinned late in page. Yeah.
Yeah, they do this. This is how they set up their title challengers.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's
so just pin the champions.
Because at one point I was just like, what's all this black stuff just all over the mat? And then I go backwards and backwards and back. I'm like, did they rip up the iguana and I missed it? Like, that would be a moment. They didn't.
Oh, they definitely didn't do that.
No, they definitely didn't do that. I was just like, what is going on? And then I started to see all of the little black fuzzies. I'm like, what's on Izzy Dame's pants? And it was just some weird fuzz, and it just kept molting. It just kept coming off on the mat. Anyway, if you want, you can go back and watch it, but it was very silly. Other than that, that was a match. Hank and Tank with Dark State. Dark State wins. Stocks are
slightly back up.
I mean, I don't know if you go that far.
Oh, did you slightly Hank and Tank, former tag team champions?
I guess. Did you see the Shaquan Sugars? How I maintain as a 242-pound WWE superstar? He put out a little TikTok video.
Oh, this is on TikTok?
I mean, then it made it over to Instagram. And he's just like, what I eat in a typical day as a 242-pound WWE superstar.
100 pounds of steaks.
No, you have to watch it to actually to enjoy it. It's very funny. It's very silly. This is the kind of shit that I wish they could do with him once he breaks out of the Dark State gimmick. Once they break him up and he starts doing shit, he's so funny. It was a very silly and very funny video. So go watch that. If you haven't already watched it, I'm telling you, audience, to go watch it. And the main event, after some audio issues, which was also hilarious.
I felt bad for my guy Booker here.
So Vic is talking, and Book's like, I can't hear you. And then out comes this audio guy, and he's just like trying to plug things in. He's just frantic, and he tries to take off Booker's headset, and Booker's like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, he gives him another headset, but Booker puts on the wrong headset. It's just madness, and it was so fucking stupid. It's so funny. We're like, that's live TV, pal. And then that's when they cut away to the Emily Agard video with Keanu Carver. I was like, whoops. But yeah, they came back.
Maybe that's why Emily's question, she didn't know what was going on. They're like, oh, we got to do a backstage segment real quickly because we're having these audio issues.
It was an earlier today segment. Emily's was an earlier today. They were trying to throw to the segment, but because of the audio issues, they screwed it. Yeah. Oh man, it was just very funny. It's like it was chaotic because of all the stuff that was going on with the Dark State match. But yeah, anyway, so there's that. And then the main event.
Well, Dark State ruined Booker's headset. Clearly,
good. More people should do that. Tony D'Angelo beats Tavian Heights. At one point, what's his face comes out, Cam Hendricks, and then Miles Bourne takes out Cam Hendricks, and then Tony D'Angelo gets the standing ovation, which he calls something else, dead to rights, and he wins. It's the same move. It's exactly the same move. You'll never see it. You'll never see it after you see it. Joe Hendry and Tony D'Angelo do the same finishing move. So have fun with that. When one of them hits the next, when Tony D hits the main roster, you better hope he's not on Raw with Joe, because they're gonna have to change their finishing moves because of this. Tony wins, and then out comes Will Kroos again, the fan, and this time
the fan,
the fat guy fan that Vic Joseph still doesn't know.
Well, he didn't have a name until he said his name.
That's right. Except if you ask the audience at NXT, they definitely knew his name.
Yeah.
They probably read the John Cena tweet and figured it out, did a little research. Because they were doing the Will Kroos chant after that. He's big, he's bad, he'll body slam your dad. And then then he said, I'm Mason Rook. And we're like, shit. There goes that.
Big, he's bad, he'll body slam your dad. Mason Rook.
You can still do it.
Does that work? Yeah, it still kind of works. Yeah.
Good for Mason Rook. Good for Will Kroos.
I hope he's still Mason Rook in the Mog Squad. I hope he has his own Mog Squad. I know that that gimmicks in like Evolve or something, but yeah, it's a
give him the gimmick.
Fine name.
I'm excited for when he gets to give his name up to Naraku, new on Roku.
You're struggling more than Vic Joseph did with the name.
He called him Naraku, didn't he? Something like that.
Yeah, he was like Naroku. He called him Naroku.
Well, that's how you can watch NWA Power on.
You can watch NWA Power on your Naroku.
See, exactly. Joel, how white are you? I'm pretty white. Although if I have a good day in the sun, I get a tan. It burns and then I turn into a tan. That's just how I do. It's just what we do. So Thank you.
That's how white Joel is.
Good. Thank you for that. How hard is it to say Naraku? Hey man, don't give it to me. It's not my fault. How white am I? Doesn't me pronouncing things in Japanese does not bear the question how white I am. Me in that video that just aired, that poses the question, to which you get the answer very quickly.
Yeah, NWA Power is on Comet TV now, not on Roku. Isn't there a Comet TV channel on Roku? I feel like Roku has like all these channels.
Did I not get Louis? Did they change the airing?
Yeah, it airs on this past week. There was an episode on Friday, an episode on Saturday.
Yeah, that much I knew, but I thought
the NWA Crockett Cup is well underway after being taped in like February.
I mean, at least now they're a little bit closer. They're now 6 months off or they're 5 months off instead of 18 months.
Yeah.
Good for them. Yeah, they just power whatever the NWA show is. I hope that I hope Louis
Power is on a different spot.
I still hope that Louis still sends me results so that I can read them on the air. It was a great.
Should we ask ChatGPT?
No, absolutely not.
The Power review wasn't bad. It was when we went to the AI Sol Ruka versus the AI who was Izzy Dame. That's when it got a little bad. But their Power review, they gave it a 7.5 out of 10, and they're known for great wrestling, is what it said.
Yes, and EC3. Shut up, Matthew.
Yeah, EC3 did show up. Yeah, and last week.
Yep, Anyway, he's all over. Can you hear this?
No, no one
No.
can hear that.
I'm surprised. It's very loud this time. Which show actually exists, Power or ROH? Power exists because we get a rundown from Louis every week. That exists.
Yeah.
Anyway, so evil is not Nox Gaijin or Nox Raijin or Raijin Gaijin.
Yeah, I don't know how I can't do like N, but that's also like A.
That's fine. Double up. You can do N and then A.
N. Oh, there's too much. Evil was so simple.
It was.
Now like that looks dumb. N A
R.
K. Oh, R. Oh, fuck. That's stupid. Evil was easy. I'm pissed at this name.
How do you do the K?
I don't know.
E. No. How do you? No. You're just gonna have to learn American Sign.
K like that.
That looks like an E. Everything just looks like an E.
There's no great way to do this. It's just I just have to learn sign language. My wife knows how to sign, so you can come in here and do those things.
Anyway, so
that all sounds like too much work for me. I was very happy with my EVIL. That's very simple.
It is. Also 4 letters, which, easy to do. Naraku is a little
well, even if it was Nara, that'd be still tough to do.
Oh, Nara's not bad.
N A R A. That looks dumb as hell.
Oh, you figure out a way to finesse it. You just got used to doing evil.
Yeah, because evil was a great name.
Fair. So now he's known as Naraku, and he's not known as Nox Raijin Gaijin. He's just going to be that guy. He's no longer evil, but he is evil. He had a really good laugh at the end of his segment. Did you see that? He does a very good evil cartoon laugh.
Yeah, he's an evil laugh.
Yeah. He does it very well.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels was all giddy when he saw that one.
This is why he needs to be evil.
Well, he is evil. He's just not known as evil. He will now be FKA evil.
I hate this name.
That's how you can do it. If you put an FKA when you do the signing, then you'll be okay.
I hate this name.
That's fine.
I really think it's fine. It's better than Nox Raijin. That seemed like a dumb name for him. I was never going to get behind that. I mean, I'm sure I would have grown to accept it.
Yeah.
But at least Naraku isn't terrible. I still prefer evil because the simplicity of it, and I had a hand sign for it. But Naraku is better than Nox Raijin. It's not much better, but we're grading on the WWE scale here.
That's fair. We're gonna find out that Naraku is his dog's name or something. He's actually paying homage.
It just means hell or abyss in Japanese.
He's paying homage to Abyss. He's a big TNA guy. That evil.
He should do a segment with Abyss. TNA could get him. So
they killed him all. Remember, Abyss got.
Yeah, but they killed him in TNA. They didn't kill him in WWE.
That's fair. There's still time though. There's still time.
No, why? They're not gonna kill him in WWE.
You should just find Abyss's coat and mask in the back, just walking around. He's just like, "What's this?" And then he comes out wearing it.
They should bring in James Mitchell, and instead of knighting him, to make him a prince or whatever they do in England, just sprinkle some crack on him. You are now Abyss.
What's that white powder? No questions. Father James Mitchell getting the bag for cocaine. Good stuff. He does it the Salt Bay way.
Yeah, that's a Dave Chappelle. He's like, well, sprinkle some crack on him.
Yeah, it was. I'm very curious about how evil Naranja. Sorry, that's orange in Spanish.
What?
Nakanishi? No, different guy. Nox, no, he's not Nox Raijin. Rakokomon? No. Oh God, I'm gonna forget his name every time. Naraku. It's gonna take me a while to get used to Naraku.
Is it? It doesn't feel like it's that difficult.
Naroku. Tonight on
Naraku.
Naraku. Put the accent on the wrong syllable. Anyway, I'm curious to see where he fits in. Is he a guy who like does a quick NXT stint? Is he a guy who becomes a tentpole NXT, wrestler? Kind of like when I say Nakamura, I don't mean it as he's on the same level as Nakamura, but I mean it as
better than him.
He sticks around for a little bit longer than most would in their NXT stint. Like, what is this guy's? I don't want to say ceiling. I hate using ceiling because then it sounds like you're just putting limits on it. But like, what does he do here? What does he do, and where does he go?
He and Michael Lockwood just beat everybody's ass. She's like a possessed demon because of him, and she just runs through.
She is the real Raijin.
And she just runs through everyone at his behest. That seems easy to me.
That's fine. She was dressed in all black, so clearly she's evil.
Yeah.
So she should be, she should be Naraku's number one, I don't know, right-hand person.
He's got to get a group of people, and they just do House of Torture shit in WWE to piss everybody off.
Wait a minute.
Except for me, who thinks it's hilarious.
New Naked Midian. Naked Naraku, let's go.
Who could be in his house? He should just get all these new people that are coming in. Wills of Torture. What? Yes. House of Torture. Will Kroos, or Mason Rook. He's there. Cam Hendricks. He just debuted. Tavian Heights didn't really debut, but he kind of came back with everything, so he can be there. Who's the other person they ran the vignette for last night? Lizzie Rain can be the what?
Tristan Archer.
Yeah, is it Tristan Archer? Tristan Angels, not Tristan
Angels. Who's Tristan Archer?
No,
Tristan Archer.
It's not Tristan Archer. It's Tristan Angels.
I know, but Tristan. Oh, because he was Tristan Archer.
Okay, well he's not now.
All right, well, Tristan Archer.
Okay, so
anyway.
Yeah, him. Lizzie Rain can be the female of the group. That's the new House of Torture.
Fair. Yes. Oh, hold on. Oh, no. Tristan Archer's a piece of shit. We're not going to talk about him anymore. Tristan Angels is the name.
Yeah.
Had to think about that for a second and look it up. Anyway, House of Enhanced Interrogation. Okay, I see where you're going. I was hoping that maybe we could do... I don't know, everybody that Evil's defeated joining House of Torture with him in WWE. He beats them and he gets them.
Well, he hasn't beaten anybody yet.
That's how it starts.
Okay. All right. He gets their soul.
He gets their he is the soul snatcher. None of this
Soul Ruka.
She's the final boss in all this.
And Soul Ruka has to come back and snatch the souls back. For everybody.
That, by the way, is the dumbest shit. Her being like, I'm going to snatch your soul. Your name is Soul Ruka. You do a move called the Soul Snatcher. You're not supernatural woman. You do a flip and into a cutter.
Why are you hating on Soul Ruka?
I'm not hating on Soul. I'm hating on the Soul Ruka tagline. Don't say I'm going to snatch your soul because you're not going to do shit. You're just going to do the move. You're not the Undertaker.
That's the name of the move, though. She is. She's going to snatch their soul by doing her move.
That's how that works.
What do you mean?
She doesn't get someone's soul. Like it's the Undertaker being like, I'm going to snatch your soul.
But it's not soul, S-O-U-L. It's soul, S-O-L.
But it's a play on words. That's supposed to mean S-O-U-L.
Yes, but...
It's dumb. It's dumb.
No, it's...
If you haven't figured it out, I hate wrestling. I really do. I hate wrestling.
All it is she says, I'm going to snatch your soul. Basically, I'm going to hit my finisher on you. Did you think when Shawn Michaels was like, I'm going to hit you with a little sweet chin music, you're like, you don't actually play music? That's not a real song. Like, did you get mad about that too?
Incredibly different.
I'm going to tune up the band and hit sweet chin music.
That's better. That's the problem. It's when he would say, I'm going to tune. And it wasn't him saying, I'm going to tune up the band. It was the commentary.
Sports Illustrated saying it. Why are you so mad about
It's
this?
just not funny.
No one says it's funny. Who's like laughing at this? No one's laughing.
Let me try it again. It's not effective. It's just very simple. It's very simple, and she doesn't have to say it like this. She's not gonna snatch souls. She's not supernatural. Come on.
You're so offended by this.
I'm not offended by it. I'm just pointing it out. I'm pointing out silliness.
Breaking news, wrestling is silly.
That's right. Super serious wrestling all the time. The show is very serious. We haven't figured it out yet. 3 years in.
It's great to be alive on a Wednesday on In the Weeds.
Where is he? Is he coming back on Saturday? Is he doing the Danhausen spot?
I hope he is Danhausen's partner and he comes out with the Danhausen makeup as well.
Yeah, I thought so.
He
comes out riding the Danhausen mobile.
Yeah.
I don't know who else you could put in that spot at this point, because it's like either you're going to give them something or you're not. Because again, going back to the conversation we have all the time now, WWE does not give you surprises anymore. They don't. They tell you what the surprise is. Like the John Cena announcement, he's told you without telling you what it's going to be. He's set the expectation. It's not John Cena, and it's not John Cena in a mask.
It is John Cena, but you can't see him.
Perfect.
That's who it's gonna be.
Like some people saying Royce Keys. It's like you haven't seen these people interact. That's what makes it funnier with Danhausen. It's like
here's the thing with Danhausen though, is somebody could just want to be his partner on the principle of I don't want to be cursed. So anybody who his partner is, it's a very simple explanation for it. So honestly, like it could be anybody, and it would make sense because it's like, hey, why did you team with Danhausen? Well, I don't want to be cursed. All right, good. That's a good reason to me. So yeah,
I just don't know who it's going to be. It could be someone from NXT because they're in Florida.
I guess so.
If they're trying to give the rub to somebody, on their way up from NXT, could be Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo and Danhausen. This is it. This is how we build.
But I need mob Tony D'Angelo. I don't want this this gimmick of.
What if they lose?
You know who it's gonna be. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna say they lose, and then Danhausen curses Tony D, and then Tony D loses the title, and then he's like, I have to go back to my old ways. That's how I get uncursed.
You know who it's gonna be. You already know who it's gonna be.
Who?
Jelly Roll.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be Jelly Roll because he was owed a match. He was owed a match for Backlash because they were gonna do Jelly Roll and Cody against Orton and McAfee, and he's been part of this Miz and Kit Wilson storyline, and so it's gonna be him. He's gonna be the mystery partner.
I will say this: his tour dates are mighty reflective of that because he's working something on the 8th, which is after it's
Friday, the day before.
It's the day before in LA, and then he's in Albuquerque on May 15th, so he's got plenty of times.
Yeah, he can get to Florida and
it's not a problem
that morning. Yeah,
you just got to make sure that he got the match done. But day of.
Yeah, my guess is Jelly Roll.
Yeah, it's a tag match. It's easy. All right, I can get behind Jelly Roll. Then it turns out to be Pat McAfee.
I don't think it's gonna be Pat McAfee. Well, if they want to turn a babyface again, I guess. Like,
what if it's Randy Orton? It's just Randy comes back, and it's like the WrestleMania shit never happened. Don't worry about it.
I Show Speed. Okay, I'm okay with that. I Show Speed was fun. Nah, my official prediction is Jelly Roll.
What if it's Mello, and he's just like, I have experience dealing with the Miz.
Nah.
I mean,
at least he gets Mello on TV. He ain't doing anything now.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about the roster, and I'm like, who can you actually spotlight that hasn't been seen in a while and wouldn't be a big deal? Because reality is like, I don't expect this to be someone super duper important. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I have no idea who it could be.
Whoever it is, it'll make sense though. Like I've given them the reason why it makes sense.
Ilya Dragunovhausen.
Okay.
I'm just looking, and I don't know who else. Ray Phoenix, just because.
Yeah.
Ricky Saints.
Whoever's doing it's got to wear the paint though. If they don't wear the paint, I don't want it.
See, that's why it's got. It's the return of Shinsuke, and he's wearing the Danhausen face paint.
Yeah, that would
actually
rule.
Wait a minute. I want to see Shinsuke Nakamura-hausen. I think I need this in my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Done. It's gonna be Shinsuke. And if it's not, I'm gonna throw my television out the window. Joke's on you. I don't have a television to throw out the window. Don't look in my background. Don't worry about it. That's not a TV. It's almost never on. Anyway.
Sting.
It's Sting. No, he already wears face paint. It's dumb.
Doesn't wear the Danhausen face paint.
Danhausen. Stinghausen would be very funny to watch.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon. Okay. Shane McMahon would not wear the face paint, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, he would.
It should be Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn doesn't wear the face paint.
Shane would wear the face paint. He's a stupid like that. he commits like that.
Shanehausen. Shane McMahonhausen.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we want to go McMahonhausen.
No, well, Shanehausen. Yeah, there's nobody. I don't know who else it could be. We'll see. Oh, I got a lot of people are saying Punk. And then what? Is Punk on SmackDown at that point? Or is this just a special one-off? And again, they're not in Chicago. They're in Florida.
Yeah, so he's in Florida all the time.
Is he? I have no idea.
He's always down at NXT.
Oh, that's true. Where is it, in Tampa? Yeah, it's in Tampa. Who else could it be? It's Jimmy Hart parading around the corpse of Hulk Hogan.
Nah, I don't think Elton is even close to.
It's a long time. Long time.
And I don't think they want to do like if it was Elton, he'd probably just turn on Danhausen.
Oh God, more of that. I'm sure we'll either see it come Saturday or we'll figure it out come Friday, or they might just tell you on Friday. Honestly, I would not put it past them, depending on what ticket sales look like, that they'll just tell you on Friday and be like, "Go get a ticket, come see the show. They're 35% off if you use the code Jelly Roll." Whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah, they might just tell you on Friday that it's Jelly Roll, and that way,
expectations tempered, expectations met.
Yeah.
Where are they? They're in Jacksonville, so it's gonna be Roman. Roman Reigns gonna come out.
He's already wrestling. He ain't wrestling twice.
You know, he's done it before. Has he? I can't think of has he wrestled twice in the night?
Not anytime recently.
Not in a long time for that. Well, either way, he should come out and he should be Danhausen's partner.
Okay.
Glad we did this. Whatever. What else is going on? There's a 3-hour Dynamite tonight. It's too early to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. There's sports on. There's real sports on.
You know what? It's Steve Macklin, but Macklin also likes to wear face paint, so yes. Macklehausen. Macklehausen. Did you see? So Steve Macklin, he tweets out, book me. And I'm like, yeah, he hasn't been in Canada in 6 months, so book him in Canada. And then the first announced show he's got, Canada. You're welcome, Steve Macklin. I got you booked. Unfortunately, it's in Sarnia, so I won't be going because Sarnia
not a real place.
Not a real place, and it's not a place. It's a border town. I don't want to be anywhere near that. Ugh, it seems awful. Have they announced anything new for Dynamite? Of course not.
No.
God forbid. What else should we talk about?
I'm looking at these contracts for the media rights that Brandon Thurston posted.
Oh, did he?
WrestleNomics, yeah. They're from the WWE. It's the deal with Raw on USA and SmackDown on Fox are the two deals here. They basically like it confirms how much the agreements were for. Um, SmackDown was 205 million per year, and Raw was 265 million per year.
These are averages, of course.
What do you mean averages?
The 5-year contract paid WWE an average of 265 million per year for Raw and USA, and the average annual value was 205 for SmackDown on Fox. So these were average values.
Okay.
So because it was kind of a ladder setup, right? You would get more each year.
Yeah.
So it averaged out to that.
Yeah. Exclusivity clauses, which not super shocking that there's exclusivity clauses in there. And talks about the MLW deal with Tubi.
Yep.
Creative control. WWE retained final creative and editorial control over Raw and SmackDown, which NBC had consultation rights on production and creative elements. None of that's, again, too surprising on this.
If creative came and said, like, we want to do something completely heinous, NBC would be like, no, that's not going to beat standards and practices, so let's rein it back a little bit. Hence consultation rights.
Yeah, or there's that
show from the moon, and they're like, that's going to cost too much.
Yeah, and there's that, and there's also, like, you know, I'm sure USA went to them, or Fox. It was very clear Fox went to them, be like, hey, put this element into your show, and okay, they're gonna do that because it's a partner with Fox. Netflix does this shit all the time with them. Yeah. Like, hey, put these people who no one could possibly care about, but they have a Netflix show front row. It's like, all right, we will do that. Yeah, that's the same thing with, like, promoting and crossover opportunities, all that stuff. The ancillary content, which is basically WWE backstage. Are you sure?
Yeah.
And then Fox Sports 1 aired, like, some pay-per-views and stuff. Or they aired
SmackDowns.
What?
FS1 did a couple of SmackDowns.
Well, yeah, because the World Series was on Fox, so
yes,
that's not ancillary programming. That's
no. So the Fox.
We're moving.
Sorry, Fox still had optional pre-shows on Fox or FS1 for major pay-per-views like WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. They never happened, but they were in the contract that they could do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they always put those on YouTube, I think.
Same thing. Fox and WWE also contemplated negotiating Saturday primetime live event specials on Fox. Those didn't happen, but Fox did end up airing Tribute to the Troops and the King of the Ring Countdown special on Fox broadcast.
And there's stuff about the RIA rights and the YouTube clips. There was that weird period. It was like 2018, though, so this would have been kind of just before these contracts kicked in. And I don't think this was a Fox or a USA call. It wasn't a Fox call because it was before the agreement kicked in. But WWE would, like, not post the YouTube clips online until after the show was over, because this is when, like, ratings were declining and everything, and they thought that ratings were declining because they just posted everything on YouTube immediately. And then they realized, like, oh, that's not actually what was happening here. I think the ratings were declining because the show kind of sucked, and now they just post stuff online. Now they post, like, the full matches and stuff online. Like, there's no real barrier between what's on the show and what's online.
Fox provision had similar and specifies that any clips posted before the program ended could not be longer than 1 minute and could not last longer than 10 minutes. Longer clips could and were posted after the show went off the air with certain restrictions, including that no more than 50% of the total show could be put online and 80% of the total number of clips could not be longer than 3 minutes. That's crazy. Like, it makes sense, but it's just like, that's a provision that's in there. I get it. It's just, wow.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to, like, what gets posted for other sports online and how quickly. Like, obviously the clips on social media go very quickly, but, like, as far as YouTube, like, how quickly that stuff gets posted. I know the NBA posts like the full game highlights fairly quickly after the game. That's a couple hours, but they're up after the game and everything. So that's not super surprising. And that's kind of how WWE operated back then anyway. Like most of their clips were just like highlights and they were only 2 or 3 minutes. Again, it's much different now where they'll post like full segments and full matches and shit. But back then it was very much like we are only gonna post like here's your highlight of whatever the segment was or the match was.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. It's just very it's very dry, admittedly, but there is some cool stuff that you wouldn't normally think about if you were, you know, running a show or doing anything like this. If you talk about the wrestling, exclusive broadcast rights for Fox was one of these things.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, Raw not being able to air on NBC during the term is I guess kind of a big deal, because I assume Raw obviously meant as well like Saturday Night's Main Event being on NBC, which became a thing after SmackDown was off of Fox. Like right after the SmackDown moved to USA, like part of that deal was Saturday Night's Main Event returning and being on NBC until it obviously went to Peacock, and then, you know, NXT was on CW after that, which is, you know, broadcast and not cable. So it's not super surprising that that Fox would want to be like, yeah, another show can't be on a broadcast network, but that does effectively limit some WWE, because obviously other sports don't have that. Like the NBA airs on NBC and ABC. The NFL airs on NBC, CBS, and Fox. The MLB airs on Fox. ESPN's not broadcast. Maybe it's just Fox that is the only broadcast network that they're on. They air some games on Peacock, but I don't know if their games are on NBC. No, I think they do have like Sunday Night Baseball now, but I don't know if that's Peacock exclusive or NBC, because now I watch everything through streaming anyway. The NHL airs on, I think, just ABC as far as like national, because they're also on like TNT. I don't think they have another like broadcast, like major broadcast, but the NFL and the NFL and NBA 100% air on two different broadcast networks.
I'm going to be right back. One sec.
Oh, okay, you're frozen. Yeah, you look like you're just perpetually drinking Diet Coke.
Good. I will be right back. It's my camera.
Okay. All right. Well, he should have done this while I was just talking, because now I'm going to have to talk about stuff that I've already said. I hope that Diet Coke is good at the very least. But yeah, it's interesting stuff if you are interested in these things. I don't think there's anything like super new or noteworthy from there. I mean, there's noteworthy stuff, but if you kind of like understand how these contracts work and what you would think would be in these contracts, then it's pretty obvious stuff that's in there. But it's still cool to just get like a little bit of insight into them.
Yeah, especially given the fact that like this is an industry that is typically very secretive and you don't get this stuff, but to be able to look at a contract and kind of determine what's important to these companies is kind of cool little addition.
Yeah. So good on everyone. Can go check that out. It's at WrestleNomics. Brandon Thurston, as usual. I mean, he's been following. This is part of the shareholder lawsuit, which a lot has come out from the shareholder lawsuit. I'm sure if they knew that selling to TKO was just going to bring about all this stuff, they might have thought twice about that. But, you know, I thought twice about it for a number of reasons.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see where that lands, because that is also an ongoing situation that they have to work with. ESPN buys ITW for a PS5. No. That's not where we're going. We already know where we're going. Coming soon to a podcast network near you. Okay? We know where we're going. Stop it. Stop telling us otherwise. We know where our bread is buttered. Whoever pays us, really, it's what it is.
If we're on ESPN, we got to talk. We have to only talk about like the Cowboys and the Lakers. That's all you can talk about on ESPN.
I mean, SB3 would be over the moon.
Yeah, I mean,
about half of that. I mean, yeah.
Ric Flair's out here calling out Luka Doncic.
I saw the tweets.
He tweeted again. He's tweeted multiple times.
He's done again at Luka.
Yeah, he did some Flair math here. So he tweeted last night during the game, which is very hilarious. Said, Luka, please get in the game, even though he's been out for a month. Take a shot of cortisone and deal with the pain. They are paying you $50 million a year, and you're not there. WTF? I hope Jeannie Buss trades you next year. Nobody wants a lame duck on their team. And then this morning, he tweets, FYI, obviously they are not going to trade Luka. He's their future. He's their franchise. But do the math. He averages 33 points a game. If he has 20, LeBron has 27, and the rest of the team, they win. I would not have said the same thing about Jason Tatum on the Celtics, but I'm not a Boston fan. For $47 million a year, I think you can play. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinion, and this is mine. I don't understand his math.
You want to hear his math? His math is I'm in the hole X amount of money because of sports betting, and I'm blaming Luka because of this. That's Ric Flair's math. It's how much money.
Why is he sports betting on the Lakers if they don't have Luka though? Why Luka has not played in a month?
Why is Ric Flair on every single podcast walking back his comments 24 hours later, Jeremy? Why is Ric Flair doing? Nobody knows. People, you know why Ric Flair does things because 24 hours later he wakes up and realizes what happened.
I understand.
Especially everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, and this is mine. It's like, you dumbass.
This is Flair. Jensen might bet more like quality. Flair bets more quantity. Easily. Jensen, Flair's betting like thousands, I imagine. I don't think that Jensen's betting like that much. His math is so funny to me. He averages 33. Luka does, which I think is actually like 35. If he has 20 and LeBron has 27 and the rest of the team, they win. What does that mean? So you want him to be 13 points below his average, but LeBron's like 3 points better than his average this year? Because I'm pretty sure LeBron averaged like 23, 24. And then the rest of the team has to make up the 10-point difference.
You know what
Austin Reeves? Austin Reeves has got to average like 35 then? Because Austin Reeves is averaging like 25.
This man was the man in the territory days when he was the draw. He was the draw. He was the reason for the season. He is using the same concept of when he was a draw to put it on the NBA teams, to put it on the players and be like, LeBron's the draw. He had, he had all this money, blah, blah, blah. He led the team. He's basically saying, Ric Flair is basically saying, I am LeBron. He's basically saying, I was the leader of the team. I made the money because I scored all the points.
Who is calling you?
My landlord.
Oh, can you put him on the air? Ask him what he thinks of Ric Flair and Luka Doncic.
I'll have to call him back afterwards. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the call off the air while you talk about this.
Okay. Wheeler saying he probably meant to say a 20% Luka is better than no Luka. That's wrong too. That's stupid as well. Because Austin Reeves is operating at about 80%. I'm not even sure if that's high. And he was awful last night. 20% of these guys is is not helpful because they still think they're like 100% and they want to play like they're 100%. So they still take all of these shots. Like Reeves wasn't good last night. And part of it is he's not fully healthy. He's clearly still laboring, but he's out there, and I give him credit for being out there. He's out there against the best defense in the league, and it's tough sledding because of that. So, like, Flair's wrong in that 20% of Luka would be better than no Luka, because 20% of Luka would shoot like 3 of 20 from 3, and they lose by even more. It's Ric Flair. He doesn't make any sense. It's just hilarious that he decided last night, he was like, Luka, get in the game. He hasn't played in a month. Take a cortisone shot. It's a hamstring. You know how many careers have been like hindered and halted by a hamstring injury over the past few years?
This is what Rick used to do. Take a cortisone shot and get back to work.
Yeah, I know. That's how it worked in the old days.
Joel's
Are you getting kicked out of your building?
No. We emailed my landlord because our washing machine has had a little bit of leakage when we do a larger load of laundry. And we just want him to come and take a look at it. The machine's like 10 years old. We have a really good, it's the sweet owner, but like we have a really good relationship with him. So he's like, I'm just trying to set up an appointment with the Whirlpool people to come and check it out, or whoever is going to service the machine. That's all. But I wanted to get on it because he's been pretty good with us about timing.
Okay. All right. I'm glad everything's okay.
Yeah.
This Ric Flair stuff is insane to me. Bless this man.
Ric Flair's insane at the best of times.
Yeah, he rules. I mean, he's absurd. He says the dumbest shit, but like, it's good content. That's what I care about. I care about the content.
Well, he did tweet out about the passing of the great Ted Turner.
Yeah.
In his Ric Flair way. Again, I don't know how someone can tweet with every letter capitalized. That is something you have to do. Like, I don't understand how he does it, because he has to, like, there's no automatic auto cap every.
There's probably an app for that.
He shouldn't have it. Someone should delete it. Either way, it's a Ric Flair tweet because it's every single letter is capitalized, or every single first letter is capitalized. So sorry to hear about the passing of the great Ted Turner, the man that created cable before cable was cool. He created CNN, and look at it now. I'd rather not. He rolled the dice and wasn't afraid of taking risks. He won the America's Cup for sailing. His office looked like the Hall of Fame, which included a picture of him and Khrushchev. And on top of all that, he created so many opportunities for so many wrestlers because of his love for wrestling. Rest in peace, my friend. Thank you for the memorable personal times that we spent together. I have to say, this is the most like non-Ric Flair tweet I've ever read by Ric Flair. He didn't make it about himself. He made it entirely about Ted Turner and thanked him. I'm actually surprised. I am genuinely surprised Ric Flair had a good tweet about the death of somebody.
I'm looking to see if there's a setting to on.
Okay, hold on. So Alexa Bliss Gamer, going back to this, you just have to tap the tap blocks twice on your phone. That's the thing. It's an extra tap. He has to make the decision to do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's like he is making the presumably decision on his own to click twice and capitalize every, like, he has to do it. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was seeing if toggle with shift key. Oh, it's sticky keys. Wait, hold on. I'm saying if there's like an actual setting here that Rick does not need to do this with.
Rick really did have chicken legs. Well, it does, I guess. Good for you, Rick. Still working out. But like, you got them chicken legs. Anyway, not important. Eventually, if you do it enough, your autocorrect will do it for you. But that's not true. It's not, because it's not like every single word. Gross. I just don't get it.
I don't see where it's like a a setting to where like every other or every word is capitalized.
Okay, there's something called Text Fixer, where
Text
you can
Fixer? Is
capitalize.
that an
Yes,
app?
I don't know if it's an app, but there is textfixer.com. It's an
Oh.
uppercase tool that runs in your browser. So I don't know how he's tweeting.
Well, if he's on his computer and not his phone,
Then it works.
yeah, maybe that's what he's using.
Wonder how fast Ric Flair types.
And there
That's
used to be ways where you could see like where you were tweeting from, but they took that away. So
stupid. Hate this app. Worst. Ruined everything.
I love the comments. I appreciate that Rick is venturing into NBA Twitter. I'm sure he doesn't read any of these comments, but NBA Twitter is a hellhole. So good on him for especially going after Luca FC. Like that's the that's the place you don't want to go after. So good on Rick.
Good on Rick is right. He'll walk it all back in a couple of days when the fog moves. Rick texts how he talks. God, I hope not. There'd be a woo after every third word if that were the case. And there'd be a lot more slurring. They posted a preview for tonight's Dynamite, by the way. The multi paragraphical previews are back. The Mac Camp previews.
Oh, okay, sure.
Look at this.
I don't care.
So many stories to tell tonight. Dynamite matches. Preview for North Charleston AEW World Championship match. Why is it the North
Who cares? I'm going to invite Ric Flair on the show to talk basketball.
No, that sounds like an awful idea. Please don't do this.
You don't have to be here. SB3 is going to be here.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Hello, Ric Flair. Oh my gosh, Twitter sucks.
Can you do it like Ric Flair tweets?
Yes, I can. Yes,
absolutely. Please use that website I told you about.
No, I can just type it. Like, it's fine. Hello, Ric Flair. I would like to invite you onto our morning wrestling show to talk. Didn't capitalize that word. To talk about basketball.
Grays, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Los Angeles Lakers. Hope you're well.
Good
Thanks.
Lord.
All right, folks. We've invited Ric Flair on this show. We're only going to talk about basketball with Ric Flair, though. Nothing else.
Nothing about his
no.
kid. About his
no, we're not going to bring up 24-year-old British star Ludwig Kaiser. We're not bringing up any of that stuff. We're just going to talk about basketball with Ric Flair.
You know what? I respect that. That's all you can. Flair can talk about the Black family gimmick too. No, he can't.
Oh boy, no.
He cannot.
Yeah, I don't think that'll go well.
So what do you think? Does this put us over or under getting WWE talent on this show for an interview?
It might help us. I don't know.
Yeah. They won't go back and find the Paul episode.
Hopefully
Tony Khan Loves Us episode.
Well, they should tweet at us as well. That
or all of the MLW interviews that we get where we break that they're signing talents.
Well, it'll be okay.
They'll see the old TNA interviews and just be like, "Oh, they do TNA stuff. Okay, great. What's TNA?" is what they'll ask.
My wife makes a good point of you can say you'll talk about only basketball. Rick will talk about anything he wants. Yeah, that's fair.
That is true. He will absolutely pull off the rails as soon as he can.
Yeah.
The moment the opportunity arises. Yeah, he will just take it. Oh,
that's a fair point. I love if you don't read message, if you don't if somebody texts you multiple times, iPhone will group the messages to give you an overview. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, so my wife texts me during the show, and I don't always like immediately read them because I see the notification. I was like, all right, she's just watching the show. I don't need to respond to that. But this one was like, phone setting concern. Ric Flair, Rick will talk about anything. Redacted worried. That's the group setting or the grouped messages she has sent me.
You know what? I understand it.
He will confess to 6 crimes. Well, DeAndre Ayton.
Oh dear.
Let me tell you about DeAndre Ayton. They call him dominating. I was dominating in the 70s and 80s, brother. Woo!
When he's going to talk to you about losing his watch in a bowl of spaghetti. Telling you, man. You're going to get it. It's going to happen. If Rick is going to DM you and just be like, let's do it, baby. And I'll be like,
could you imagine?
What a weird. He'll do 45 with us. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah. He'll do an hour with us.
He'll just do it all. Oh, God. Could you imagine?
I mean, I think it'd be hilarious. You're not going to be here.
You don't know that. Maybe we'll all be here.
Let me tell you who killed Bruiser.
Let me tell you about Walt Whitman. Oh, God.
No, because we're only talking basketball with Rick.
Somehow he'll bring it back, though. It'll be weird.
Well, sure.
Well, Chamberlain would be like, oh, he killed Bruiser Brody.
That'll be the genius of it. Oh, a Harlem run-in when Rick is on would be the most amazing thing in the world.
It would have to be a thing. It would have to happen. Who's that old man? Anyway, I shouldn't tell this on the air. My 4-year-old. No, you know, I can't.
No, boo.
Recently saw an older person and said, why does he look like a zombie? That man is in his 90s. Please be cool.
I mean, look, kids. They had a show about that. Kids say the darnest things. I ain't too big of a deal. Sean Kemp and I are tied in baby mamas. Let me tell you why I love Anthony Edwards. The people who get that joke will get that joke. Joel doesn't get that joke, but the people who get it will get it.
Sure. All right. Dynamite tonight is from North Charleston, South Carolina, I think.
Sure.
Wherever I said they were. There is not much announced, but there are 3 hours of content to fill. The Mina Shirakawa and Harley Cameron take on the team of Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander. I assume that's on the 3rd hour of the show.
Maybe.
Who's going to win this match?
Statlander and Shida. This might be the turn.
Yeah. Who's going to turn though? Is it Mina?
No, Shida.
Okay, so we're done with the Mina Shirakawa turn. It's over.
Oh yeah, Mina. I forgot who's turning.
I still like the idea.
Maybe they both turn.
All 4 of them look at each other and they say, "We all did it," and it turns out that they all took out Toni Storm because they were just sick of her shit.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that theory.
Yeah, we build out everybody hates Toni Storm.
Maybe Mina and Shida turn.
Okay. And they form a new tag team?
Yeah.
All right. I don't hate it. Double Jeopardy match. That's not what Double Jeopardy means, but the World Trios Championship and the World Tag Team Champion. It's going to be Dax, who is the Tag Team Champion, taking on Orange Cassidy, who is a Trios Champion. That's going to be the winner gets the title shot of the loser's title. So if Orange Cassidy wins, he gets a tag title shot, and if Dax wins, then FTR and Tommaso Ciampa get a trios title opportunity.
Yeah, I imagine Dax is winning to set up the trios match.
Wow, really? But Dax is the pin guy.
Yeah, well, Orange Cassidy's also a pin guy.
So they both lose, is what you're saying?
I mean, maybe, and then they both each get their respective title matches.
The show is at 8 Eastern, so it's 3 hours starting at 8 Eastern. It's not an early start time. God forbid they ever do that. That is part of the show tonight. But yes, Double Jeopardy winner gets the I think it's a trios title match too. You should just do it on Fairway to Hell. They'll probably do that actually.
They probably will.
Yeah, it'll be like join us on Saturday and there'll be that. TLD and then both sides get tag title matches. There's a tree. Everyone gets a trio. Everyone's a winner basically by losing, by TLDing. That's the way it should go. Continental Championship Eliminator. Juice Robinson takes on Jon Moxley. The photo for this is hilarious because both men look absolutely incredibly unserious. You got to see this if you haven't. I mean, I'm sure you have.
I have.
Jon Moxley going.
Jon Moxley is tickling Pac. He's very unserious.
Yeah, Moxley just being like, "Who the hell's this guy?" And Juice Robinson being like, "I'm that guy."
Yeah, Juice Robinson also very unserious person.
It's going to be a comedy match by AEW standards at this point.
That's fine.
Anyway, that's a Continental title eliminator match. Does Juice finally win? Is this the return of the other guy, of the Switchblade, Jay White?
I hope so. I don't think... Well, Juice might win. It's an eliminator match, so I think they should run it back, and Moxley will win that one. Yeah, if Jay White returns, I'd be cool with that. It'd be nice.
Okay. Be fun. And the main event tonight, I mean, I don't know if that's in the third hour or if it's in the second. I don't know. Usually the third hour, it's kind of like watching Raw in 2019 where the third hour just doesn't matter. Yeah. I feel like that's how we're doing it. Anyway, for the world title, it's TNT champion Kevin Knight challenging Darby Allin in another. Darby Allin needs to show how good he is at this match. Yeah, I'm sure.
This will be fun. It'll be different than the last couple of Darby matches because Kevin Knight, I mean, Tommaso's not like a big dude, but he's still kind of more powerhouse than Kevin Knight. Brody's obviously Brody. This probably be a little bit more speed based. But I mean, Darby's still going to do some dumb shit, and Kevin will bump around nicely, so it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Darby's been on a run, and Kevin Knight's been on a run, so that'll be good.
What's the finish to you in this match?
Darby just probably beats him.
I
think the leg injury plays into it from last week, and it's not like it's clean. Like there's no interference or anything. But yeah, I think the leg injury just kind of Kevin Knight doesn't like slip on a banana peel, but Darby beats him. He uses the Last Supper pin to pin him.
So I think he does the Last Supper, but he does it after Kevin hits the UFO splash, and the momentum from the UFO splash puts them into that to that pin.
Okay. Oh, Scorpion Deathlock. Yeah, the leg tapping out. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, I think the leg just plays into it though, but it's clean. That's
right. No, I also think it's clean. It's just more what's the sequence? What's the sequence that ends it? Is it the UFO into a different pin, or is it the Scorpion Deathlock is another good shout? Yeah, the leg plays into it. So I am curious, and I am looking forward to the match because this, like you said, is very different from the last one with Darby and Brody King. And obviously the Ciampa match was much more aggressive. Kevin Knight's not always the aggressor. He is more of a high flyer. So I'd like to see these two match up and let it be different. So yeah, looking forward to this match. That's all that's been announced. That's all that's happening on the show right now. Maybe all night. That's it. There's going to be no more. There's just four matches.
They all get 45 minutes each.
They're doing the most like WWE ESPN show they can. 3 hours.
Well, that's definitely not WWE ESPN because these matches will actually get timed though.
That's fair. That's the problem. They'll go to picture in picture.
Okay.
And then who comes out afterwards to challenge Darby?
I think MJF reveals what he's going to put up on the show.
His virginity. Seriously, you can't hear this?
I do now.
Oh, good. All right. Just making sure. Only took 2 hours.
Yeah, I didn't hear it before.
And now it feels like it's right above me. Jesus.
Yeah, well, now it happened because you made a terrible joke, and so that was to drown it out.
Oh, you're welcome. Anyway, we are back tomorrow, Jeremy and SP3. Is there anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here?
What was your moment of Tuesday, Joel?
The Keanu Carver NXT segment. Like I said, he showed himself to be the realest wrestler in all of WWE with that one promo. It was effective. It was simple. It was outside of the venue for a change, and it introduced a new character with a character who's trying to show himself to the world. I thought it was really effective. It's good stuff.
My moment of Tuesday was Ric Flair tweeting about Luka Doncic as the Lakers were playing the Thunder, telling Luka to get on the court even though he's been out for a month because cortisone heals everything. And then this morning doing some terrible math.
Terrible math is what leads you to sending all of your money to us, which we appreciate. And cortisone shots is what leaves you to leave a thumbs up on the video on the way out. So for Jeremy, you know who I am. You know who he
What
is.
do you wait? Hold on. Wait, why are you?
I just want to get out of here. Finish up.
Okay, well, can I do the stuff we usually do at the end of the show?
Brother, I don't even remember what I do normally on a day like today.
Results of our poll question: does Joel hate Joe Hendry? Joel, can we fire Joel? Which is a yes. Or there's a time for concerts, which is a no. 52% say Joel does hate Joe Hendry. 48% say no, you do not hate Joe Hendry.
You're wrong. I hate everybody equally. I'm an equal opportunity hater.
True.
People should know better. Do we have a top?
But that also means like you hate Joe Hendry. So
I also hate
you're
myself.
an equal opportunity hater. He's still on the list.
It's fine. The only person I don't hate is Jamie Hater because she has the name Hater in her name.
Okay.
She too is equal opportunity.
So you don't need to hate her because she's already a hater?
That's right.
Okay.
She already understands the homework.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah.
What did we accomplish today, Joel?
NXT didn't suck. Ric Flair sucks at gambling. And if you ask us, he might just be on this show. And I don't know what to expect if that were to happen. 4 of us just talking about nothing, non-wrestling, just that. If I can get Ric Flair to talk about hockey for 5 minutes, I would laugh my you-know-what off.
I think he's a Lightning fan. I feel like
they're all Lightning fans out there.
Yeah, I feel like he because he lives in Tampa. He does I went to a lot of Hurricanes games and he does the when they score a goal, that's another Carolina Hurricanes goal. Woo! Woo woo woo! I heard that a lot during my time. I don't know if that's still a thing when they score a goal, but it used to be. Oh. He used to do the Titantron for the Canes when they would score, but I'm pretty sure like he's an actual Lightning fan.
He's a fan of wherever the money takes him. Whoever pays him is what he's a fan of.
That's on the Lightning right now. I don't know. We'll get Flair on. We'll talk about his favorite hockey teams.
We will. Absolutely. Yeah. Everything but wrestling with Rick.
Yeah. He'll make it about wrestling at some point. That'll be fine.
No. If he tries, we'll just take him off the stream and be like, no, Rick, you know the rules. And then we bring him back on.
Imagine we just cut off Ric Flair.
Be the most ballsy interview we've ever done. Let's do it. No. What do we?
I think the biggest thing we accomplished today is we talked about way too much NXT, and then thank God Ric Flair saved this show with his tweets.
There's a time for concerts and there's a time for Ric Flair tweets. And we got him. All right, tomorrow, like I said, SP3 and Jeremy. My camera froze again. God forbid this goes well. At least I'm smiling this time. They're going to talk about AEW, I assume, and other stuff, and some basketball. Is there anything else before we get out of here? Just limping over the finish line. For Jeremy Lambert, you know who I am, you know who he is. Ladies, gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. Leave a thumbs up on the way out, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.